Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video here on the YouTube channel. Today is going to be something a little bit different. I tried to promise that I would be putting out videos bi-daily, and it's been working-ish. It's obviously not been perfect. Can I please just have the correct shulker box? Thank you. But today we're going to be doing something a little different. Today I'm actually going to be doing a redstone tutorial because I have been trying for like the longest time now to teach myself how to do redstone. And it wasn't easy, but last night I figured out a pretty solid design for a like semi-auto shulker box unloader that, as far as I know, hasn't been done before. So what we're going to do first is just go over the blocks. So it's going to be a pretty simple, pretty early game thing. You actually only need one sticky piston. I'm just using two so that I don't need to test to make sure the pistons are in the right spot. But just obviously basic tools and some scaffolding blocks that you can get around. Now, as for these blocks, these are all exact amounts. So these are the blocks that specifically need to have redstone interacting with them. These are the slabs that specifically need to have redstone interacting with them. And as for the rest of it, it is not tileable. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to start off with where we want the items to end up. Right? So if we just go like that, throw down the chests. And by the way, if you're doing this in survival, I would recommend building it into like a floor. Right, so what's going to end up happening is, hang on, your shulker box is going to come back out in this chest, and it's going to be, it's going to be unloaded by this hopper, and it's going to pop out into this chest. So what you should be able to do is actually just, like, if you put it in the floor, right here, come on, right, you know, you just got your normal house floor, and then when you come by, you plop your shulker box on. You get it working all right, you know? But anyways, this is going to be probably the easy part. So what I'm going to go ahead and do next is actually put in the one of the sticky pistons. Right, we got to get this piston facing down right there. And then we put a block on the end of that. That is one of the 10 required blocks, and we put the button on that. Now what that's going to do is you're going to have an indicator set up so that when this thing is done, you can tell that it's done. And you can actually just run over, hit the button to clear out the shulker box, put another shulker box on. However, oh yes, by the way, that indicator is going to be the redstone lamp. However, obviously we need to hook up some redstone first, so what we can do is actually just grab all of these resources right here. We don't need the hoppers or the chests anymore, which means these fit down, and then the slabs, of course. So next step, we're gonna just get the redstone prepared for the lamp. So we're just gonna step this down 3 times, put 3 of the 7 redstone we need right there. And out of this hopper, we want to get a repeater, because this hopper needs to be locked once the shulker box is empty, so that when the shulker box is broken, it goes into this chest instead of down here. Because if you didn't know, hoppers always prioritize putting items downwards over putting items into the containers they're connected to. Now then, to make sure that this repeater works properly, what we're going to actually be doing is just creating a little sort of burnout circuit. So if we connect that up there and that right there, then what that's going to do is that's going to send a signal up to the light, and this redstone is actually going to pulse this torch on and off, because it's going to be powered, which is going to depower the torch. But then once the torch isn't powered, neither is that, so this turns back on. Right, and that's going to repeat to shut off that entire signal. Now, whenever you cause a block update there, it's going to end up reverting, which is totally fine. So next up, we're just going to throw another, this is the one that has to be a sticky piston, by the way. We throw a sticky piston right there, and then another block of andesite. The andesite, by the way, is still the resource that we're actually using. And we just get one of our blocks right there and that there, so that what you see is this circuit is powered right now. However, when we put in the last 2 bits right here, which are going to be a comparator facing into the block above the hopper and this redstone, right? It's going to look fine. It's going to be powered. If I get a shulker box on it that has contents in it, as you can see, right? It is going to push down this piston, which is going to break this circuit so that this bottom hopper is unlocked, right? So like you can see right there. And once this shulker box empties, what we should see is this piston retracts, this lamp turns on, so that when we press this button, the shulker box goes down into the top chest rather than filtering into the bottom chest, which, by the way, the theory is that like this chest empties out into a sorting system or some larger item. So basically then you just hit that button, shulker gets pushed down there, and the light stays on. The light is really nice, especially at a beginner level, because as long as this light is on, you know the machine is ready for a shulker box. Whenever this light is off, the machine is not ready for a shulker box. So if you've built it correctly, it should have a light. The light should stay on when there's no shulker box in it, and then turn off again once we put a shulker box in it. So as I said earlier, this is sort of like semi-automatic because obviously it doesn't automatically place the shulker boxes, nor does it automatically break them, which are two things that I was trying to solve, trying to work out. I couldn't really get them to work out. But as for block restrictions, the only thing you're going to want to do is make sure you don't place any blocks directly on the back wiring here. So like if you're going to build a wall around it, just make sure you actually go out a block and don't try to like skimp out. But all of these blocks can be filled in and they won't impact the farm at all. So I think that's going to be it for this video. This is like just sort of a beginner's redstone piece that I actually, again, put together myself. I don't know if somebody else has already come up with a design like this. I'm sorry if anybody has. I'm not, trying to steal content. But, we can just sort of finish out the wall in front here. And you can also finish out all of this wall, except you actually do need to leave... You need to leave this block open because you actually need to place the shulker behind the chest. And then this button actually blends in shockingly well to andesite. It also works for stone bricks, so I would recommend using one of those. Or you can use a wood button. It doesn't really matter. But again, the light shows you when it's ready, and then just with the rest of the machine here, you should be good to go. I have been Obscenity, thanks for watching, and of course, as I make more redstone contraptions for my survival world, the episodes of which you can see in the Minecraft survival playlist, you'll be able to sort of get block by block updates on those. I can even start building them in survival if you guys think that would be more instructive, just so that I can't like fly around the machine as much and I'm limited by, what would actually happen in a survival situation. But for now, it's been Obscenity. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget my Twitch, Twitter in the description. My Instagram is in the description as well if you guys want to contact me. I would say I'm working on a Discord, but honestly, I'm procrastinating on a Discord. At any rate, though, I hope you enjoyed this. It's a pretty simple machine, I know, but it should be easy to build, especially early game. And you can actually use it, for, I guess you could just, you could just throw a chest on top of here, right? And then whatever you put into the chest gets emptied out down into the sorting system. But, this is a much more complicated thing than you would need to do for that. You would literally just need to put a hopper below a chest to make that work. So I would only recommend really using this for shulker boxes. But again, like, I'm decent at the survival aspect of Minecraft. I'm just now learning redstone, and I think this is a pretty good like stepping stone in terms of a machine that's not too hard, not too resource intensive to build, but will sort of help you unload if you go on bigger projects or bigger mining trips without taking the time to manually move it all out of shulkers yourself. And that's... Oh, wait a second. I already did my outro, didn't I? Well, we'll keep it in, considered a blooper. Also, you know, kind of, I'm pretty sure YouTube only promotes videos that are 10 minutes or longer now. I don't know why. So we've just hit the 10-minute mark. At any rate, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow my social media, DM me, I don't know, comment on my memes. I post memes on Instagram, by the way. And of course, don't forget to check out the Minecraft survival series. That's where I do most of this work. That's what I do most of this work for, and what I put most of my time into. I think it's a pretty interesting, pretty well done series. I'm still experimenting with the audio and with some other aspects of the video side of it, including trying to figure out how to get, you know, like Ultra HD or even just 60 plus FPS HD. But that'll come with time, right? Right. For now, thanks for watching. Goodbye.